Climate change impacts include floods, droughts, changes in crop and livestock viability, new pests, pathogens and weed problems, as well as severe storms events like Hurricane Ian, for instance. In Cuba, where Hurricane Ian first made landfall on September 27, although assessment on the agriculture sector is yet to be published, the storm is known to have wreaked major havoc on a large portion of the country's electricity grid, leaving 11 million people without power. Moreover, on Friday morning, National Hurricane Center's ATM update indicated the storm was about 105 miles away from Charleston, South Carolina, where a flash flood warning has already been issued, amid wind gusts measured at 74 miles per hour, as the Carolinas braced for Ian's landfall later in the day. In between, even as the storm temporarily weakened from a Category 4 hurricane to Category 1, its devastating impact was felt Wednesday afternoon in Florida, where it left thousands stranded in the midst of catastrophe. Many homes were demolished and trees felled. Portions of bridges such as the Sanibel Causeway, which connects part of mainland Florida to Sanibel Island, will need to be rebuilt. The current Florida governor referred to the devastation as a 500-year flooding event on Thursday morning. Although officials cannot yet properly assess the amount of damage caused by Hurricane Ian, Lee County Sheriff Carmine Marquino said his office was struggling to answer thousands of 911 calls received. As you can see, climate change is upon us and my generation will bear the brunt of it. To answer the question you posed earlier, climate change means that storms like Ian in general will be accompanied by heavier rainfall, possible slower movement which prolongs heavy rain as well as battering winds, and more inundation as sea levels rise.
Please help me with this question, if you can. I am always wondering how climate change will affect agriculture.
It should not be surprising to learn that agriculture and climate change are inextricably linked. To simplify it, I can state that crop yield, biodiversity as well as water use along with soil health are directly affected by a changing climate. Climate change impacts include intense droughts and floods in many agricultural regions. These events are no damage and even destroy crops. Over the next 30 to 50 years, carbon dioxide concentrations will increase to about 450 parts per million by volume. The carbon dioxide response is expected to be higher on C3 species. That include wheat, rice, and soybeans, which account for more than 95% of the world's species than on C4 species like corn and sorghum. C3, composed vastly of weeds, respond well to elevated CO2 levels, suggesting the potential for increased weed pressure and reduced crop yields. The distribution of wild crop relatives, an increasingly important genetic resource for the breeding of crops, will be severely affected. Anticipated economic consequences as a result of that means that food prices will rise for the most important agricultural crops, rice, wheat, maize, and soybeans. This will lead to higher feed and therefore higher meat prices. This further suggests that climate change will reduce the growth in meat consumption, causing a more substantial fall in cereals consumption, leading to greater food insecurity.
Quite fascinating. Quick question, how does climate change affect humans directly?
Warmer temperatures increase our exposure to toxic chemicals. Temperatures affect how chemicals behave. Higher temperatures can allow certain chemicals to vaporize more easily and enter the air we breathe. Warmer temperatures on Earth can also encourage the breakdown of some chemicals into toxic byproducts. Impacts of extreme weather events include concentrated releases of chemicals, catastrophic weather-related events such as hurricanes, fires, and beyond, can result in the release of toxic chemicals into the air when homes burn, or as factories in the Gulf region are damaged or destroyed. These events are becoming more and more frequent and will continue to expose people and the planet to highly concentrated chemical doses. Sparing you the details, climate change can exacerbate the health impacts of air pollution by releasing volatile organic compounds from chemical products that contribute to the production of smog, leading to poor air quality, which can negatively impact the lungs or exacerbate respiratory diseases such as asthma or chronic obstructive lung disease, while the toxic chemicals may hinder the body's ability to adapt to climate change. Whereas toxic chemicals increase communities' vulnerability to climate change effects.
Quite enlightening, indeed. I am hungry, let's continue the convo over dinner, will we?
Most definitely, as I am rather famished as well.